Saying no. Niggas know how I'm bumming, nigga. Yeah. Fuck what a nigga say, I feel like Dre. Man, the game is thick. Suckers wanna play and load my K until that bitch click. Big stick, hanging out the bottom of my 4-5. No lie, if I whip it out, somebody gon' die. Only time you hard is on the gram when you go live. Flexing with a tube but never blam, I'ma blow mine. Won't show mine until it's go time. Nah, you can't hold mine. Yeah, I got the whole mine, I'm on the goal line. And I'm going for 6, watch me up the scope. Caught him at the stove, he was with his hoe. Had to let him know, that's your ass, you don't get it past. You reap what you sow. Why you speaking low? Speak up, boy, you been a hoe. Boy, you been a bitch, get off dick, tryna steal my drip. Look up in the air, you see me, I'm fly as bird shit. Never on no nerd shit, why you on that lame shit? You don't want no smoke, you get smoke with who you hang with. You know what I'm saying? Lame ass niggas talking about they on some gang shit. Nigga, you was a bitch, nigga. Matter of fact, nigga, you was a hoe. Nah, you ain't no hoe, cause hoes get dope. Man, that pussy ass a cat.
We fucking live, my niggas.
Walk, tell him free to act. Dealing free a rat, you know he told how you sleep with.
Heart2Start, man. Saturday morning, week 1. What we on, JD?
Man, it's this week 1 preview, man. Fresh off our live draft last week, man. You know, took me a couple of days to recover, but shit, nigga, we made it. Week 1 is here, man.
Yeah, man, we had an eventful few weeks, man. I just moved into a new house. I'm whooped. Then we went straight to 8. I had to package our Ellis product. You see the logo making this? Is that before we went to AZ for our live draft? Y'all know about it, man. I'll tell y'all all about it. Place every year. This year we went back. We doing it like that, man. We having a little bit of technical difference.
You know,
that's mine, you guys.
Cuzzo in the Matrix
a little bit. Okay, we back now. JD, you there?
Yeah, I'm good, bro.
I'm in the Matrix, y'all. I'm gonna be in and out a little bit. But how you like your team, man? How you feel about your team? Tell the people a little bit.
Oh shit, man. I think I had a solid draft in the AOB, bro. I had the 8th overall pick, y'all. Fucking Derrick Henry fell to me at 8th. Cuzzo took what's up? Cuzzo, what's up, man? I appreciate you tapping in, man. 100%. Durley, what's up, bro? 100%, man. 100%, yeah.
BD.
Facts.
What's up with you? Hey, before you talk about your team, y'all, in the comments, man, y'all let me know about this. They let me get Justin Jefferson at number 10 overall, bro. I was baffled.
I'm part of it.
You
they
was
said
a part
it was
of the reason.
fault.
You went Henry over you the true runners. You back on your true runner shit?
Man, you know I am. So, hey, Dreams, what's up, my nigga? 100%. Yeah, I'm back on my 3-headed monster at running back, man. So, my first 2 picks was Henry and Adams. And shout out to my boy, Shalupa by Boopy. I think he picked fucking 12th or 11th. I forgot where he picked at the draft, but he ended up taking Kamara. So, we drafted on Saturday, technically Sunday morning, fucked around, and we made a trade at 10 o'clock in the morning on Sunday morning. I took Kamara, and I shipped off Devontae Adams, bro. So I got Henry, Kamara, and Dylan as my 3-headed monster at running back with Schultz, Jackson, Titi, and Mike T. And I got Etienne too. So I'm trying to, do a little whoop whopping. You know what I mean? I done busted a few moves. Shout out to my dog Wood. Shout out to Shalupa Boopy. Cuzzo done made a couple of trades. It's only been a few trades.
Hey,
niggas is shaking it.
Hey, word on the street is MJD traded you Kamara because he knows something.
That's what I said. Right? So look though. So when I sent on Sunday, I sent out offers for I was blasting offers to the chat. Niggas was like, oh, this nigga trying to woo woo. So the nigga, he bounced on on an offer for somebody else. But I'm like, nah, I rejected that. Boom, I sent Devontae. The nigga accepted real fast. I said the first thing, the boy right there. I'm like, bro, this nigga must know something I don't know on everything. But it's okay, though. Even in 4 games that he missed last year, he still was a top 8 running back with Taysom Hill for 8 games, 12 games or some old bullshit. We ain't scared of that.
I'm in the matrix a little bit. Can you hear me? I'm gonna be checking in every now and then.
I hear you, bro. You looking at your squad, man? You so enamored over there with your shit.
I was just trying to pull it up for the people right quick just because we do that live job. You know, we in a lot of leagues, man. Shout out to the SBI. Shout out to the Paid in Full League, man. Homies Roots and Tax over there. We did a live draft there too. Hey, I said we in a lot of leagues, but I'm gonna read my ALB team. But shout out to the other leagues we in. I'm in the matrix right now, y'all. I'm in the let me see, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm having technical difficulties up here in this good office.
Good right now.
Bogart, what's good? What's good, Bogey? You know we in the building, man. Talking that shit. Shout out to the SBI League. Shout out to the Paid in Full League, man. The homies, we did our first live draft this year. Shout out to Huey, Tax, everybody up over there. Shout out to all the dynasty leagues we in. It's all, it's all family, man. We really be kicking it on this fantasy shit. But I will say this, though.
It's here.
Hey, since draft season is over, I'm going to just tell y'all. For me this year, depending on where I pick, I needed to get at least one running back in the first 2 rounds. If I got 2, that's because I didn't like the receivers that was out there. In your league, I got 2 running backs the first 2 rounds. I got Swift and Kamara on the number 12 pick. But my theme this year was get one running back in the first 2 rounds and load up on receiver rounds 3 through 6 unless there was somebody I really, really wanted, because honestly, rounds 3 through 6, when you get towards the end of the 3rd round, it was like the running back dead zone. It's like the running backs who either got somebody that they shared a backfield with, like, the A.J. Dillons, or, you go towards the 6th round, the Kareem Hunts, and all those names that I wasn't really shaky on. So I was loading up on the receivers I love. I think I went number 10. I went Justin Jefferson. Number 2, 2nd round pick, I went with Barkley. So the 3rd round, I got Kyle Pitts. For some reason this year, I didn't really want to play with tight ends and stream them. You know what I'm saying? I was targeting like Andrews, Pitts. Kelsey was kind of going in the 3rd round. You know what I'm saying? I will take like a Schultz or a Hockenson. And I also would be okay with Pat Freiermuth right now. That's what I got in a couple leagues. But in this league, I went Kyle Pitts in the 3rd, and I grabbed Sutton in the 4th. I picked him over a lot of little receivers. Then in the 5th, where I should have went running back and got A.J. Dillon, realistically, in hindsight, I probably should have did that. But I got Darren Waller because he was there at value in the 5th round to me. I ended up flipping Darren Waller for Knox, who only had one the other night, and Ramondre Stevenson, who I believe in, who actually went in the next round in the 6th. Internet be going out a little bit. Gabe Davis in the 6th round is my favorite pick. They was laughing at me. He's already doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody already talk about Gabe. What I told everybody before the game, though, I said
Bogey on Gabe too.
I said 1A and 1B. That was my thing for that offense. I got Gabe Davis in damn near every league, bro. That's how I felt this year. I'm starting him. Then I got Rashad Bateman in the 7th. By this time, I'm like, damn, I'm not going to have no running back. I ended up getting Penny in the 8th. So I got Penny and Barkley starting. Now I'm thin at running back. Got my rookies, Olave, got Carr at the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Tyler Boyd, Jahan Dotson, one of my favorite targets. And then I went and traded for Ramondre. So I'm loving my team, man. We going to see how it happens. Shout out to the SBI champion, man. Appreciate you. Shout out to the Heart2Start Superflex champ, Bogey, and you feel me?
Right. He is the Heart2Start Superflex champ, too.
Hero running back joint.
He's trying to run it back.
Well, look, before we start, y'all go ahead and follow the Heart2Start podcast on Instagram. You see JD's is at the Guccini fella, something like that. You can find us on the Heart2Start. It's LinkedIn. We on there all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? Only thing about Davis in this year's pride, he's never played more than 40% of the snaps. Thursday. Well, see, this is what I've been telling everybody about Davis, Bogey. Matter of fact, look, we going straight into the right now. Boom. Let's talk about the Buffalo.
That, huh?
31 and 10 to the Rams. This is my thing about Davis that I tell everybody. Last year, it was Diggs and it was everybody else. they were finding who everybody else was. They had Emmanuel Sanders. They had Cole Beasley. Cole Beasley was a play at one point where people were playing him during the year last year. Cole Beasley and Emmanuel Sanders gone. All them targets are up for grabs. They bring in Crowder. They still got McKenzie. He's doing, but McKenzie and Crowder are going to be battling for targets and their position all year. And it's going to be Davis and Diggs, 1A, 1B. Mike Evans and Godwin, same different thing. You know, you go back to all the tandems. You can go back to Roddy White and Julio. You can go to AB and Juju when Juju had a good year. You could, you know what I'm saying, how you want to do it. Kelsey and Tyreek Hill when he was there. That's how it's going to be with Gabe all year. I don't know if you're going to be able to buy him now, but chances are, you know, shit, people got him in that 7th round.
I ain't mad at that, bro. I mean, they made it a focal point to get Brett the ball. 100%. Only 5 targets, but it much what
all he needed.
Hey, bro. Facts. 100%. And, you know, the only thing is, though, you know, even though during the game, you know, Buffalo made sure that they got all 3 running backs touches, but this first game, it looked like Josh Allen is the number 1 running back overall. Like every year.
If I'm a Buffalo fan, I'm mad.
Bruh.
Hey, shout out to Dreams. How you feeling about that, man? Even when they was winning, bro, man, what are y'all doing?
Bro, it looked like he took a helmet to helmet hit too, though, on one of them design run plays. That shit was crazy. On my mama.
I'm sick if my franchise quarterback is getting run call for him.
But Diggs, though, what about Diggs, though? So I had Diggs out my top 5. The way that Diggs performed last night or on Thursday night against Jalen, and we seen Jalen getting ate up, during the playoff run last year. You know what I mean? Mike Evans was torching his motherfucking ass during the playoff game.
Ain't nobody scared of Ramsey.
But shit, man, I might have to bite my words on disrespecting Diggs, because he made it a point to go at Jalen. It was a few times where he routed him, but then when he hit him with the top hat, though, bro, it was a wrap. I think that might be the demise of Ramsey, but they say he coming off some type of surgery or something. I don't know, but
he
shit,
ain't that guy,
I loved what I seen from Diggs too, though.
He had about 122. Diggs, I'm telling you, bro. They finna eat all year. The offenses, you see it, bro. Josh, he finna throw for 5,000-6,000 or something.
Yeah,
for real. And you see how they came out in preseason. It's the same shit. They had all their starters playing. We finna get a league of preview. They finna run the score up on everybody they play, bro. Rams included.
Nah, I feel it. My only one thing is
they my Super Bowl favorites.
One of the rallies started. They had to start Singletary in the LB, and he got him a hot 7 though, right? So, you know, with them boys in the leagues all across this Hussey community, there is 12-team redraft, kind of like, you know, your standard home league, and you kind of like passed on some of them running backs, and you was forced to start one of them Buffalo running backs, even though that Moss had six receptions. You know, he might have got you a good like 10 points. Singletary was 7. You know, it's gonna be like that all year, so you might want to stay away from them Buffalo running backs.
Man, I was never messing with Singletary. I wasn't letting that playoff run get you. They don't want to run the ball at the end of the day. I mean, come on. Antonio Brown. I mean, I think Diggs is Diggs. I don't even want to label him Antonio Brown. Diggs is Diggs. Feel me? Been a dog. And you know what? The way they lost when he was on Minnesota, they lost in New Orleans. I'm rooting for Diggs to get a championship. I'm rooting for Buffalo. Obviously, I'm a Niner fan. I want them. But out of that side, I'm a Buffalo fan. Call me a bandwagoner, whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. Yeah, Singletary, you got a point there, Bogart. James Cook and Moss fumbled the ball. Singletary looking a lot better. But to me, still at the end of the day, it's air raid over there. They chucking that thing. The Rams, what's your take on Stafford, though? Was it just the rust, no preseason? You know what I'm saying? Well,
a lot of issue with
him. What is it? What?
Hey, this nigga Wood is stupid. Hey, Matt Stafford shit was selling. Matt Stafford pause was selling a lot though, bro. That shit, Matt Stafford did not look right, bro.
Josh Allen led the team in rushing. You're right.
Showing, what, 56 yards on 10 attempts.
Icon, what it do?
Oh, every day.
Yeah, bro. Wood said I'm rooting for Gabe, not the Bills. Nah, I'm rooting for them, man. You know, it's the leaders of the new school, man, with these quarterbacks. Josh Allen, Mahomes, the Kylers, you know what I'm saying? This is all our future. This is what we're gonna be looking at for the next 10 years. You know, this is the time to say, you know, Brady dominated. I want to see the young guns go at it, you know, like the LeBrons and the Kobes and the KDs, and you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel for sure. For sure. But shit, man, look, let's get into this. Oh, wait. How many of y'all drafted Cam Akers in the 4th, 5th round? I did not fuck with no Cam Akers. I don't have an ounce of a share.
I got one share, bro.
Look, you had 2 arguments all year. McVay never uses 2 backs. I don't believe it. Cam Akers is going to be the lead workhorse. Everybody else, no, they're going to play 2 backs. That's what they're going to do. All y'all who drafted Cam Akers early, I am sorry for you. I never wanted a piece of Cam Akers. I'm cool. And then it came out that they said he needed to work a little harder. So, you know, they pulling that McVay pulling that Shanahan right now, how he did Ayuk last year. If you ain't coming hard to practice and ready, you ain't gonna play. I don't care who you is.
Thanks.
And that's where we at. If you got Cam Akers. Are you buying low on Cam Akers right now?
No, I got one share of him, bro. I got more, man. I probably got about, in the leagues that I'm in, man, I got about 5 shares of Henderson, bro. I knew Akers was not gonna be that guy, bro. 100 boys
and
was
why?
sick.
Why
boys was sick with that 0. To me, I always said he was a lemon, him and Dobbins. Back-to-back seasons.
Oh, Bacardi Lemon.
They not ready to go, bro. I got Henderson whenever I could. Facts.
Big 0.
Facts. Let them know, Icon.
I ain't gonna lie. I gotta mute it right quick. Look, I'll be right back. Let's go into the first game and let's go New Orleans, Atlanta. What do you think about the over-under? I'm listening.
Oh yeah, so the over the under shit. How many TDs is the Falcons gonna score, bro? Is the question. Can the Falcons at 42 points, 21 and 21? Can you see the Falcons putting up 21 points against the fucking Saints, bro? Mariota, Pitts, Drake London with the knee injury right now. You know, you still got Corduroy, Pimpin' Patterson. You know what I mean? So I think that the Saints gonna dominate this game. They're gonna go in there, and then you definitely firing up Kamara. Olave might have some type of shot to eat, you know what I mean? But I think it's gonna be more of a Kamara game just based on this Winston first game back since the injury of last year, you know what I mean? So it ain't gonna just be him trying to throw for 35 times in week 1, even though Atlanta is not no slouch. But I don't see Atlanta making this a even game, even though it is a divisional game, man. The Saints is on the road, but you know, the only motherfucking Atlanta player I want to start in my lineup is Kyle Pitts. You know, Drake is a scary flex right now. Patterson might be Patterson, just based on what type of game it's gonna be, that I think that the Saints gonna kind of like dominate this game. Patterson might be a great flex play just based on that they're gonna be down, and the way that he was being used last year as a chess piece all over the field. He gonna get touches and he gonna get reception. So yeah, on Atlanta side, give me Pitts and maybe Patterson, and then the rest, you know, Winston is a good streamer. Motherfucking give me Mike Thomas. I think Mike Thomas is a good boom bust play.
I'm glad you brought up Mike Thomas because I'm not fucking with him. And this is what I'm gonna say. I want to ask you a question. Who's gonna be more disappointing this year, Mike Thomas or Allen Robinson? Because everybody was grabbing him in like the same area of the rounds, 5 to 6 round 5 to 6.
Well, you know that you know how the Bills got up on the Rams so tough early. Stafford was forced to go with what he knows. That's why Cooper Kupp had 13 targets, 10 receptions for $1.36 and a touch. You know what I mean? He almost had one more when he got stopped at like the 4-yard line. You know what I mean? So I'm not scared of Allen Robinson this year. You know, you can do as much as you can do as the 4 weeks in training camp, but when it's game time, it's gonna take a few weeks
like
to
they
iron
thought
that
they
shit
was
out.
going to try to get Allen Robinson involved, and the game plan looked like they was kind of letting Cup eat, and they just wasn't going to let Allen Robinson get him or something. I don't know why, but
yeah,
I say who's going to be a bigger disappointment. Both. Mike Thomas. Look, Wood said Kev hate Mike Thomas.
But you was getting Mike Thomas in the 8th and 9th round, though. So you're not drafting him where you was hoping that he was going to be where he was
what
before
round did you
2
grab
years
him?
ago, though.
What round did you grab him?
I got him like in the 7th or 8th round.
But this is what I'm going to say, though, JD. Slant Boy was good when an accurate quarterback like Breeze was getting it into them spaces. Bro, we 2 years removed from even seeing Mike Thomas play, let alone with Drew Brees. Now, I like the upside that Winston could give you because he's definitely somebody that I like to have.
Yeah, so and Winston had a 14-3 INT ratio before he got hurt. So Winston wasn't out there throwing 30 and 30 or looking like the 30 and 30 motherfucker on ESPN. He wasn't looking like that. So as long as Mike Thomas can get on the field and do what he do, you know, I'm not expecting 145 receptions that he did in 19. We're not looking at that. That's an 8th round pick, a 9th round pick. All we looking for is 75 receptions, 80 receptions, and close to 1,000 yards and 5 TDs. That's all a nigga looking for in the 8th, 9th round. I'm not looking for Keenan Allen and Mike Evans.
But you're starting Mike Thomas right now, though.
I am, and with the way that
and you're confident.
The way that my roster is constructed right now, I can throw the flyer out. I'm confident on throwing the flyer out of him on week 1 as long as I know he's on the field.
He said you got him in the 7th. See, I'm not comfortable playing a player that ain't played in 2 years.
Good looking, Wood.
I ain't comfortable playing a player that ain't played in 2 years that they call slant boy. I'm gonna say this.
He was slant boy because Drew Brees couldn't get the ball downfield.
But he was putting it where he was accurate. He was putting it where it's supposed to
be. He was doing what he had to do to get the ball, bruh.
So look,
that's game planning. That's what Sean Payton was doing to make sure that Drew Brees can fit what he can still be able to do.
This is my next question. Actually, this ain't even a question. Can we get some type of friendly wager? It doesn't have to be money. I don't want it to be money. It could be fucking on-call sit-ups, and I'll do push-ups since your shoulder fucked up. I had your ass doing crunchies. I want to take and this bet is in your favor if you really like Mike Thomas. I'm taking Chris Olave to have a better year than Mike Thomas, the rookie, big play Olave.
Big play Olave to have a better season than the OG. What we doing?
Better season than the OG. 50 on-call crunch sit-ups for you. I need you to go all the way up, like this. I need you to go all the way up. You know what I'm saying? That's what that nigga Wood said. Booty, like he said, bet booty scoots.
What the fuck is a booty scoot?
Nigga had your ass in the grass on a field, crab crawling backwards.
What you stupid, bro?
I'll take that bet. Olave for me. You feel me? Me and
I ain't mad at you, Jimmo.
It's the leaders of the new school, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But look, let's talk more about this game, right? So this is what I'm gonna say. New Orleans D, if you stream D's, is a sneaky one for me. I love New Orleans D last year. Even with the record they had, they play hard. They got some goons back there. J Love, what it do? Shout out to J Love, man.
Yes,
you
sir.
already know we rocking with J Love out there in that AZ. Oh, we didn't hit J Love when we was in AZ, bro.
Wow.
He's grown now, bro. We was supposed to hit J Love, bro. What we was doing, man. Hey, J Love, I'm gonna send you a shirt, man, for that, bro. I apologize, man. I don't know if they was gonna let you come out to play, but we fucked up on that one. But
yeah, big time. Look,
I'm gonna say this. This the game where I'm interested to see what Pitts is gonna do. Honestly, New Orleans defense is stout to me. Their pass rush is nice. Their linebackers is solid. Their cornerbacks is nice. Like, their defense is really nice, though. That's the strength of their game. And that's why I think the over-under is so low as a 42, even though Atlanta's defense is young and was not good last year. You know, I think he said I'm an NC anyway. Yep. That's all right. That's what's up. Man, I'm interested to see what Pitt's gonna do against. I'm interested to see what Pitt's gonna do as the number one option, being the focal point of the defense. Because preseason we've seen a glimpse. Everybody is like, "Oh, I don't like Pitts in London because Mariota." But I'm not all the way against Mariota like that.
You said you are against Mariota?
I'm not all the way against Mariota like everybody say. Mariota is still a very able body. I mean, let's think about where he went after the Titans. Was he at the Raiders? No receivers, no nothing, no like. Come on, I'm not judging him off how he did with the Raiders. If he was on this Raider team now, okay, that's a little different. But man, listen, Mariota is a little dangerous, and the fact that he is accurate in the red zone and can run, I think that helps Pitts out. So I'm definitely interested to see Pitts. Over under, I got the under on this one. I got the
under on this.
You know what?
No.
I got the under. You know why? That shit gonna start off quick. It's gonna be about 17-7. New Orleans up in the first half. They gonna end with like a 24-17 game or something like that. I got the under on this one.
Fucking New Orleans, bro. They smell blood in the water. They think that Tampa mentally checked out, bro. They said he got other type of shit that he got going on. So, they got a healthy, famous Jameis. You know what I mean? And everything else that they got over there, that's all they need is famous Jameis to drive the car, bro. Other than that, they ready to go. They finna blow these boys out the water. You can't let this bottom tier ass team. You got Super Bowl aspirations. This is week 1. It's time to go. Fuck that.
New Orleans got Super Bowl aspirations.
You motherfucking right.
I agree. I mean, I don't think. Yeah, I think they got talent.
Shit,
they got talent.
As long as they win their division, they in the dance. They get in the dance, bro. With the defense that they got, bro. The heavy hitters they got on the offense, bro. They can do damage. 100%, bro. Oh my mama. So I think this over the 42. I think that Kamara gonna eat, bro. I definitely see. I like Jarvis, bro. I swear to you. I think Jarvis, the way that Jarvis and Mike Thomas play, I can see them being used in certain combo routes where it's short to intermediate high, and where they're gonna try and get them into a zone, and it's gonna make motherfuckers forced to have to trail them and whatnot, bro. And like how you said about Olave, that opened up for him too. Bro, the Saints offense, they going to be definitely fantasy relevant this year, bro. On my mama. They going to put up a lot of motherfucking points this year, bro. For sure, especially as the season goes along.
We got you, Jimmo. Coming to you, just like I got my Icon shirt in the drawer. I got a little bigger.
Hey, I love Jarvis, bro, this year. Jarvis is going to be a great flex play come by like week 7, bro. Jarvis is going to be one of the healthiest receivers over there, bro. On my mama. Jarvis eats. 100%. He got them feet work.
I'll say this. I think he'll eat a little bit. I think you ultimately got him for free in drafts. He was going 100%. At the end. So
I think Jarvis gets 750 yards and 5 TDs, and that's selling him short.
Yeah, they was definitely. Let's jump to this next game though, man. Let's go to the Frisco versus Chicago, over under 41.5 at Chicago. It's supposed to be a little rainy. What you thinking about this one?
Sorry, Jimmo, bro. We coming to that motherfucker, bro. Them motherfuckers, they might put up a motherfucking Cam Akers this week.
Who that?
The Bears.
They might put up a Cam
Akers. The Bears might put up a Cam Akers, bro. We going in there, bro. Trey Lance first game. It's supposed to be raining out there, bro. Oh, my mama, you know what I mean? It's going to be a run-heavy game. Trey Lance going to be running that motherfucker. He only going to throw the over or under for him, in my eyes, on passing attempts should be 25, 100%. You know what I mean? I think they're going to go in there and completely dominate this game, bro, and get out of there with a W and an ugly-ass win. So, and with no Kittle, you know what I mean? So, give me a whole bunch of Eli Mitchell and Ty Davis Price and Jeff Wilson and fucking Trey Lance mixed in with, a few passes.
I don't think we're just about to whoop them, but we're definitely going to win by double digits.
Ugh, Jimmo trying to get me fucked up. Bet.
All right. He said, "Ooh."
Hey, but I ain't saying we gonna skunk y'all.
JD finna be like
Win.
this.
Just win. Just
You
win,
just
bro.
said they finna have 0 the same as Cam Akers.
I can't do that.
Y'all
We ain't
doing
gonna
that
donut
bet?
y'all
4 straight
straight.
shots.
I ain't gonna tell the story what I did when I was in Arizona. What a motherfucker bought me a shot of. Never mind.
Hey,
I would keep that to myself.
man,
Nigga tried to
listen.
start on me. Oh, all right.
This is what I'm interested in this game. Everybody's interested in this game because of Trey Lance. But I was listening to shout out to Damian Barley and the Kenny Caraway show out here in Sac. I was listening to him and they made a good point. They said this game is a lose-lose situation for Trey Lance no matter what he does. It's either he does good and we beat him and they say it's the Bears, or he does subpar and they say he couldn't even do it against the Bears. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for Trey, it's a lose-lose no matter what. From a fantasy perspective, give me that solid 20, 21, 22 points. I think Trey got any for sure. He gonna at least get one rushing touchdown. I mean, we don't got Kittle now. You know what you think about? Let's talk to that right quick. That Kittle, man, Kittle with that groin already, man. If y'all was getting him in that 4th round this year, he finna let you down again like he been doing. I'm gonna tell you that.
Yeah, that shit hurt right there for the fellas that drafted and for the the fellas, the ladies and the fellas that took him, thinking he was finna bounce all the way back. And as Niner fans, that's what we was hoping as well. And that's a fucked up situation because Kittle is just not a receiving tight end. He brings so much to the table, but as us being talking this fantasy shit, we hoping that we seen the numbers that he put up in 11 games, being a top 5, top 6 tight end and missing games. So here it is. He already coming into the season with what he did last year, missing games. So hopefully they just sit him out this one just based on they know they finna win. He get an extra week to kick back, and get ready because I know we got the Rams coming up here in I think in week 4. So, you get him out there before that Rams game because this, we smell blood in the water too with them. 100%.
So look, I'm gonna say this though about Justin Fields. We struggle against running backs that can run historically.
Yeah, the quarterbacks.
Last year when they played, Justin Fields completed 70% of his passes and had 103 on the ground. He was
he was
QB5 for the week. But at the time, our defense was in shambles. Secondary was hurting. You know what I'm saying? This year, stout. You know what I mean? Defense looking stout.
Right.
If you was able to get Frisco D in the draft, I'm not an early defense guy, but you going to get paid out stout. You finna go crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm interested. I think Justin Fields and Trey Lance finished very, 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 very close in fantasy points this week, making Justin Fields one of the hot pickups this week.
Yeah, I don't see Trey. I could see Trey maybe getting at the most 20, just based on Shanahan ain't gonna ask him to do a lot this week, bro. It's rain. They say it's supposed to be raining out there. You know what I mean? This ain't the Bears of the Bears. They done lost a couple key pieces on defense. They got a new coaching regime in there. You know what I mean? They didn't want to pay Roquan, so Roquan, even though he stepped on the field, he gonna salve it out. But still, though, this ain't that Bears. They gonna go in there and it's gonna be a run heavy fucking attack. And Lance, he just gonna ask to dump it off, make a few plays, bro. We gonna get out there with that win. So what is it? 42? You said 41 and a half. Oh my mama, we gonna get out of there, bro.
I'm going 21-14. I'm taking the under.
Yeah, that sound about right.
21-10.
Yeah. So the only motherfuckers that I want in this game, bro, is Montgomery.
No.
Yeah, I want Montgomery.
No, versus
I got
RD?
Montgomery.
Oh, you
because Montgomery can catch the ball though.
Man, you biased, bro. If you talking about Montgomery versus,
I like Montgomery, bro.
There's no way,
Montgomery.
bro.
When Montgomery on the field, he produced, bro.
This is a nightmare for them, bro. This is a nightmare.
Somebody gonna have to get the ball,
bro. Our running back, our linebacking core is healthy. Like, there's no year, bro. There's no way that he's gonna do anything for them. Any running back, the Niners are a bad matchup for you. I mean, obviously, if he's your second best running back, you start him. But Montgomery you'll be lucky if Montgomery get 10 points, bro. Because they're gonna use Herbert. They're going to use Montgomery. They got some wide receivers. It's a whole new regime over here. You know what I'm saying? Bro, watch. Mark my words. Montgomery over under 10, 11 points. But if you got him at this point, you got to. So it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hey, but 10, 11 points against the Niners as a flex play is a great play, though, bro.
Yeah, but what about your team?
And that's not even if he scores.
Let me ask you this. What's your other options?
I got
even
him
if you drafted him.
I got him in a super flex league, bro. So, wherever I got him at, he my third running back anyways.
Deebo Samuel's over under 20 fantasy points.
Under.
I'm going under too. I mean, Kittle's not there. I think it's gonna be like that tune-up game where Shanahan is like, look, let's use a little everybody, and we're gonna pull out all our gadgets and see how special we can be. That's where I'm at with it. I'll take. I mean, people were getting Deebo in the second round. If he slipped for you in the third, it was probably because you had a late second round pick. It's locking in, but are you trusting Ayuk though? Because Ayuk was getting drafted high based on how he played last year. I mean, based on how he played last year, you would think he would get drafted later, but the preseason hype had already built, so we know how that goes. Are you trusting Ayuk this week?
Just based on this week, I think it is going to be a high volume run game. So I wouldn't start any of the Niners. Well, you got to start Deebo because where you took him at, but I wouldn't throw Ayuk in there just yet.
Nah, I mean at this point, everybody's starting their studs. They're starting who they drafted.
Oh, definitely.
They don't want to look bad, you know.
But Deebo gonna get the ball though, that's for sure. But like I said, I don't see them just trying to get Trey trying to throw 30 times a game. This game, I don't.
Okay, so look, how you feel about Darnell Mooney this game? Darnell Mooney is in a lot of fantasy lineups.
Well, with the way that I'm projecting the game going to be, he going to get a lot of garbage. I mean, he had 140 targets last year. You know what I mean? So that ain't going nowhere.
But you took the under, right?
Huh?
You took the over or the under?
On this game?
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking I'm going under on this.
So to me, garbage points are when it's a high scoring game. I don't know about no garbage points like that if it's a slugfest and they can't move the ball down.
I'm not saying it's going to be a slugfest. What I'm saying is that the Niners is going to try and play ball control, run heavy game, and they're going to get up on the Bears. So the Bears is going to be forced to throw the ball. So that's why with Montgomery being able to bring PPR value and Mooney being his top target, you know what I mean? He going to have to throw the ball to somebody. It's going to be them too.
So, look, I'm going to say this. When it comes to Mooney, last year they moved him around a lot. Outside, in the slot. They best bet this game is going to be moving him around in the slot because we got our nickelback, our cornerback that'll be guarding him in the slot will be a rookie. Womack.
Yeah, but that motherfucker had like 4 picks in the preseason, though.
That's cool. I ain't saying that Womack ain't somebody, but Mooney, one of the good things about him is his footwork, like his route running. So I look for him to, you feel me? But as far as, I actually want to change my prediction on this. I want to go over. Trey Lance and Shanahan are about to try to run the score up on everybody they play. He has to prove that his quarterback that he traded up to get is the guy. I'm changing my prediction. Niners, 28. Bears, 13. 28 to 31 points Niners are going to get. Komet, is he a sleeper this week?
He could be a good DK FanDuel play.
He got to score a touchdown this year, though. You know what I'm saying? I think him and Mooney are going to be the focal points of the offense. The Smith Marquette, or I forget his name. No, is it Westbrook? I don't know what the Bears are going to do. They're a wild card. People were drafting Mooney in the 8, 9, 10 rounds. So I feel like if you do have to start him now, that means you went heavy on the, you went early quarterback, tight end. You filled all your spots, and that was the flex was the last spot you filled, and you got a Mooney. I'm confident in Mooney because the volume is going to be there. You know what I'm saying? Volume to me is king. The opportunity is king to me. So that's how I feel about that. Let's jump to Pittsburgh and Cincinnati.
Look at that question right there.
Okay, let's see. We got a question. Let's see. Kareem
Shout
Hunter,
out to Jay.
Zeke,
What the hell in Wyoming, man?
Zeke
Give
or
me
Kareem
Kareem Hunt,
Hunt?
bro. Recency bias from last year, week 1. Zeke 5 points bottled up. Now they got offensive line issues just as well as the team they playing in Tampa. But yeah, I'm scared of Zeke this week, bro. He's definitely on one of my little focal points on the Cowboys game. Give me Hunt this week.
I'll take Hunt. I ain't messing with Zeke, and we'll talk about that. Why? I'm a Pollard guy this week. Did you already talk Komet? We did talk Komet. I think he's definitely one of the sleepers. I have Komet in my top 12 rankings this year, which was a shocker. I think that, the talent is there. Justin Fields another year, a new regime in there that does not want to just pound the ball, which, they want to move the ball around. So we'll see. I like Komet this year for sure. My thing that I told everybody, if I waited for a tight end, if I can get Komet and Pat Fryermuth, I'm happy with that. Yeah. I'm happy with that. Let's talk about this next one. Let's see. We got Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. Over under 44.5. Hey man, Cincinnati is about to do what they ended the year off doing, showing everybody we the leaders of the new school. I'm telling y'all, that's the theme of this shit right now. The leaders of the new school. Joe Burrow is one of them. Chase is one of them. This is Cincinnati's division until Pittsburgh finds a quarterback. Is it Kenny Pickett? I don't know. He's the guy that I think is going to play later in the year. But I'm taking Cincinnati. On a fantasy perspective, I mean, that Pittsburgh D still is what it is. They say they're going to use Joe Mixon a lot more. I think Joe Mixon is going to have a huge game. A huge game. That's my favorite pick. It's not Jamar Chase. It's not Higgins. It's Joe Mixon is my favorite pick on this side of the ball for sure.
Yeah, the way that they, what they showed in the offseason by investing in that offensive line is protecting Joe Burrow and also making sure that the way that you protect Joe Burrow is also getting into motherfucking Joe Mixon, who had 1,200 yards last year, 13 TDs, 400 yards receiving. Joe Mixon is that boy, bro. You definitely the way you preserve Joe Burrow is make sure you got a great old line and you got a running back that's gonna get you them 25 touches a game, man, 100%. And fucking when you supporting 1,000 yard receivers, bro, you attacking the defense in all types of ways, bro. They might not put up 30 this game for sure, but I look for this one to be a blowout because with Pittsburgh having to start Trubisky, and Trubisky ain't been that guy, knowing that he got a first round quarterback invested right behind him, bro. He got to play good because that leash is short, 100%, bro. So, with on the Steelers side, fantasy relevant, you firing up Najee. You're not scared of the Bengals defense with Najee because of the volume. Who else is behind Najee? And probably fire him if you waited late on tight end. But Deontay, I ain't firing up Pickens for sure, bro. We don't know what he's gonna be right now. And then Claypool, maybe by default, but just give me Najee and Deontay on the Steelers side, bro.
I ain't fucking with Deontay. He got the shoulder. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think he off the injury report though.
That he gonna play through it. He's played a lot of games and hasn't missed but like 2 or 3 games the last few seasons. I will say this. I do agree. I see people in the comments talking about how Pittsburgh D is going to be good. I absolutely agree with you. But we have a hungry Cincinnati team, a defense that has got better. They're trying to show that they the man. I mean, the defense can only do so much when you got Mitch Trubisky throwing the ball. I mean, come on. Are we going to forget that Mitch Trubisky is throwing the ball? I got Cincinnati D as one of the top defenses this week. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe it is a division game. We know both teams are going to play hard no matter what. Ain't nobody going to blow nobody out in this situation. I don't think so. But from a running back perspective, I want to ask you, Najee Harris or Joe Mixon. But before I say that, we did talk about, I see Bogart just mentioned in the comments, they did bring in Miles Jack, Ogunjobi. You know what I'm saying? The defense will be a little better. But Mixon averaged 127 yards in 2 games versus the Steelers last year. And, and on the flip side, where Najee ate, The Bengals gave up the 5th most receptions last year to running backs and the 6th most receiving yards of running backs. So, who you got? Who gonna have a better game?
Shit,
We don't got to get too deep because these aren't scenarios that people have to deal with.
Nah, definitely,
but I'm just
definitely.
curious.
I mean, shit, Najee was falling. Najee was falling to the end of the round, into the end of the first.
The lift sprint? I traded him already. I drafted him at a number 9 in the league, and I didn't know he had the sprain. And even though he's good, bro, I traded him, bro. He ain't even get to snap.
I ain't mad at that. Nah, I think that that Mixon gonna have a better game just based on that. I like the offense over there. I trust everything more of what Cincinnati got going on offense than what Pittsburgh got going on offense. But in case or in for case of fucking Najee, it's the volume. Who else? You got the young fella Warren, looked good, but I don't know how much of a contribution he gonna be. So by default, Najee getting it, but a lot of volume don't equal a lot of production. 100%. So I think the production side coming from Mixon. So give me Mixon.
You Mixon. We got a question in the comments. I need a ceiling play. T. Higgins or Hollywood Brown? You gotta go T. Higgins. You don't have to. But to me, Hollywood is going to be based on his big plays. I mean, Kyler got the arm. I definitely see Hollywood. He could have an easy 15 to 20 points. So this is actually a harder question than you think. But I just think where you got Higgins at, you got to go with your guys. You drafted him where you did for a reason, and that was probably the 3rd or 4th
round. I love that point. But another point is that I think the fucking the Chiefs Cardinal game is like a 55-point game, 54-point game. So, if that plays out, young Hollywood is going to definitely be a beneficiary of what they doing over there, especially by default. No Rondale. I don't know if Ertz is being cleared, so AJ fucking Hollywood. What else? Oh, my goodness.
How do you feel about we got the spam bots in here.
Spam, boy.
Girls. Girls. Nah, man, on the tight end side of this, though, man, I in this game, Freiermuth, I'm sorry, Hayden Hurst is a sleeper this year. CJ Uzomah gone. It's some targets. It's not somebody who I would start every week, but don't be surprised if Hurst get a solid like 12 to 13 this week, and he's a hot wire pickup. Mark my words. Tight end guru. New England versus Miami. Over under 47.
Tight end guru.
We got a lot of headlines in this game. We got who's going to be the best back in New England. Harris, who's on a contract year. Ramondre Stevenson, a.k.a. Baby Kamara, as I like to hope to call him this year. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little biased on that. You got Tyreek Hill. Everybody wants to see how Tua's going to do with Tyreek Hill and Waddle. You know what I'm saying? Is Gesicki going to be part of the – okay, bet. We'll run through it. Is Gesicki going to be part of the – you know what I mean, the offense, or is he going to take every few games off and they're not even going to need him? Everybody want to see what Tua going to do. What's your thoughts on this one?
My focal point is definitely the Tua to Tyreek combo. Bill Belichick, Patriots, they didn't give up not too many 200-yard plus receivers. I need to pull up my motherfucking notes. I had the notes. Matter of fact, I didn't write them down, but from what I seen, what I was looking at is that and they lost J.C. Jackson, so that might hurt the defense as well. But yet, Bill Belichick do not be giving up motherfuckers that just be going yay like that, bro. 100%. But I think that Tyreek and with Mike Daniels gonna cook up, bro. Tyreek is a great play this week, bro. I love him to death against New England down in Miami, bro.
So I got him in one league right now. What's the over? I got him in one league right now, and it was the late second. Like I'm like, you know what? Let me take a chance on Tyreek. I'm not gonna just because most of Tyreek's yards and shit came from small intermediate and short passes, and he did his thing. And I think that's what Jalen Waddle did a lot last year. So now you got two receivers who fit the profile perfect, and and both can beat you over the top. I think it's gonna be lightweight magic in Miami over there.
Oh, here it go right here. So last year, Dak threw for 400 yards against New England, and then the rest of the season they only gave up 290 yards passing only twice during the rest of the season. After Dak torched they ass for 400. So New England, that's Bill Belichick doing his motherfucking thing. So that argument is for Tyreek not to do nothing, especially if motherfuckers is not feeling Tua. But I'm on the opposite end of that spectrum. I think that Tua and Tyreek gonna cook, and I think it shows this week.
Yeah, he said he think he's gonna lean Hollywood over Higgins. I'm not mad at that. If you got the heart, listen, Shay. If you got the heart to start Hollywood over Higgins, hey, bro, that's what this shit is about. Is
Chances
making tough
champions,
decisions.
bro. That's
It's
one of
about
our
making
things.
tough decisions. Sometimes you can't play with the name. You got to go with the game, and that's just how it goes. That's the name of this shit. So good luck with that one for sure. But anyway, back to this New England game. Like I said, man, I want to see what Stevenson gonna do. I want to see what we seen what Harris could do. He had a lot of touchdowns, a touchdown monster last year. I think this New England team, they overachieved last year because of Belichick. I don't think they get too much better this year. I didn't see too many improvements. They brought in the young rookie Thornton. That didn't really do nothing for me. They still got Kendrick Bourne. They brought in Devontae Parker, which people are hoping that he's going to be the number one receiver. I love Mac Jones. I mean, maybe Mac Jones can, rejuvenate Devontae Parker's career and they can help each other. I just want to see, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely taking the under on this. 47 is a setup.
Yeah.
It looks high, but it's not.
I feel you on the hey, good looking Shay on 100%, bro. On my mama.
Appreciate you.
Hey, the rest of the New England players, I'm not high on at all. I got a share or two of Mac Jones and a few super flex leagues, but the only person on New England that I want right now is Rahamador. Anybody else over there, they not finna do nothing, bro. Hunter Henry, he had his 10 TDs last year, 400 yards. You can't rely on that to happen back-to-back seasons. You know what I mean? If Jonnu get more involved in the motherfucking passing game, that might hurt Hunter Henry. Them receivers besides Kendrick Bourne, he the only one that produced big last year. Jacoby couldn't get no touchdown, but yet he had the receptions and the yards. But fucking my boy Kendrick Bourne, he catching 15 yards per catch. 50. He had 60 catches with 800 yards and 5 TDs. Kendrick Bourne is the boy over there. But other than that, like I said, man, fuck the fantasy relevant or the non-fantasy relevant players in New England, but Rahamador, bro.
Look, this is why I like Stevenson so much. They're talking about what they're gonna possibly do with them, and we know what Damian Harris did last year. Damian Harris had 18 touches a game compared to Ramadre's 8. He ran for 79 yards a game on 18 touches, while Ramadre ran for 53 yards on 8 touches. Red zone opportunities. Damian Harris had 23. Stevenson had 5. Yeah, that's about to flip. That's my prediction. That's going to flip. It may get closer to them sharing, but if they're running 26 times a game, Stevenson got to get 15, 16 times, bro. He's more exposed. Bro, he's a beast, bro. He was just young last year. They say he's working on pass protection, and he's been the one that's catching the ball. They got Ty Montgomery. They still got the one Bolden. But, man, listen, bro, if the success of this offense, I'm not the team, to me, rides on Stevenson and Mac Jones and Devontae Parker. That's my prediction. I like Parker in the sleeper game in DraftKings for sure, because I don't think a lot of people gonna fuck with that. So look, let's go to this other game. We got to move along here. Let's see. We got Detroit and Philly over under 48.5. This is a high over under. New regime in Philly. Doug Peterson gone.
Man, I'm loving Swift in this game, bro. 100%. Let me see
what
I got written down. On my mama, what I got written down for this joint. Oh yeah. Swift weeks 4 through 8 had weeks 4 through 8 and 11 had 70% of the snap share with 64 rushing attempts, over 300 yards on the ground, 40 targets, 31 receptions, 226 yards, and 4 TDs. Then he had a motherfucking 93% snap share game where he had 130 yards and back-to-back games with 130 and 136, bruh. And the motherfucking Eagles allowed 100 yards how many times? 9 times last year. So they not stout. 100%. Give me Swift this game to go crazy.
I mean, Swift gonna do what he gonna do regardless.
100%.
On the running back side, give me
Gainwell
over Miles Sanders just from the pass catching. I'm interested to see how Detroit gonna play. I'm interested to see how Detroit gonna play last year. Last year they was playing hard and losing games by 1 or 2 points.
Yeah, I think they had one of the league. For games played within 7 points. Oh my mama!
Yeah, it wasn't Bolden Dreams. It was the other young boy that was catching passes last year. They got JJ Taylor, and I think of his name, but he's a pass catcher too. Not JJ, but the other guy. Nah, I'm gonna say this, man. With this game, the over under is definitely there. I think 50 plus points for sure. Like I said, I'm interested to see what Detroit gonna do with all their weapons back. You know what I'm saying? Hawkinson, you got Hawkinson, and you still got St. Brown, who I love this year. Everybody like, oh, they didn't have Hawkinson. Swift was hurt. Oh, they drafted him. Man, look, Chargers there, but yeah, that's cool. St. Brown, y'all seen the video on the internet where he know every person that was picked before him. That boy hungry. St. Brown is going to be a beast this year, and I'm mad I didn't get him in some leagues, but it was out of him and Gabe Davis because they was going around the same round. I was hoping to get both of them. They call him my man crush in the dynasty leagues because I traded for St. Brown down there in every league. I just like how he moved, bro. Like the way he moved and the way his game is. He's Goff's favorite target right now. Like, come on, bro. And they talking about Goff supposed to have a better year. I mean, nobody's banking on him in fantasy, but as a quarterback, but we're banking on him for Hawkinson, for St. Brown. I love this Detroit team. On the Philly side, come on, man. We get the debut of A.J. Brown. We get the debut of A.J. Brown. We get the debut of the old regime in Philly. Out of here. Doug Peterson, you're out of here. It's over, right? I know Philly fans got to be happy. You don't bring in A.J. Brown if you don't plan to pass that ball. Jalen Hurts looked good, very accurate. Easy passes in the preseason, nothing major. We already know that he's my top 5 quarterback this year over Lamar Jackson. Me and you got the friendly wager. You know what I'm saying? So, man, give me. I mean, obviously we're going A.J. Brown, but I can't wait to see what Hurts going to do. Goddard, you know what I'm saying? This is probably going to be one of the funner games to watch tomorrow. I will say that. Load them all up. Let's go. Let's go to Baltimore and the Jets, man. Baltimore and the Jets. We got some shit going on over here, man. Jets, I want to see what Breece Hall going to do. Over under 44. I got the over just because I think Baltimore is going to put up a big one on these boys. It's going to be about 35-17 or something. Give me 35-17 if the Jets could score 17 points with Flacco versus Baltimore.
So you firing up Breece if you took him?
No, I need to see Breece. Michael Carter's still there. Michael Carter was solid last year. I'm not. Yeah, they drafted him.
What?
I hear it. But come on, it's still going to be as close to a timeshare as you can get. But he's explosive. Breece is a boy. I will say that. He's a boy, and the Jets did improve a lot of areas of the game. I think they will be competitive. They'll be kind of like that Detroit team was last year, losing games by 3 points, looking solid, but just can't get it right. Something like that. Yeah, I'm not firing that Breece early. I'm not. The projections that you got on Sleeper and Yahoo are about 10. I say him and Carter can combine for 20-21, but who's going to get what is the question. And those are going to be off of catching the ball and running. It's not going to be off those rushing yards. But I will say this. Those are 2 good running backs to have if you want to get a lead and pound the ball on a team like Baltimore, because Michael Carter was very good breaking the tackles last year, when he was playing. Breece Hall is a fucking highlight waiting to happen. So if there was an upset game that I have with the looming contract situation, it might be the Jets getting an upset win.
Yeah, I doubt that.
The Jets, Bateman. What you gonna do, man? You don't want to send a trade, man.
Jets, boy.
The price when Bateman go crazy this week, bro. You're gonna be sick that you didn't make that trade, bro. Mark my words. He's outscoring Etienne, bro, this week.
And he could. I mean, look at the situation. No, fuck no. Hey, Etienne got the commandos, bruh. Get the fuck out of here.
Quick question.
Bruh.
What wide receiver is going to make the most noise of Aaron Rodgers this year? I got one for you. His name is Aaron Jones.
Ah!
Now, out of all those receivers, man, I just want to see it. They say Lazard. You know what I'm saying? I got Dubes. I like young Dubes.
Lazard might not even be playing tomorrow.
Yeah, I can't.
That's fucked up.
I can't get with none of them, to be honest.
And motherfuckers was taking Lazard in that 7th, 8th round too, though. Expecting, it's gonna be Doug's, bro. And, Randall gonna get a little bit of looks just based on he the OG, and you know what I mean. He playing in the slot, but Dubs is eventually gonna take that shit, bro.
This is my last take on this game. We know what Andrews gonna do. I want to see what Likely gonna do if they gonna use him a lot on the field with Andrews. I'm not interested in the running backs over there. I want to see what Bateman does, but the person I want to see the most that I think I didn't get no shares of this year in drafts, and I'm mad about. The reason I didn't get no shares because the area he was going, the running backs were thin. So by that time, I was already going for running backs when this wide receiver on the board, and it's Elijah Moore. I know they brought in Garrett Wilson, but Elijah Moore is a beast, bro. Towards the end of the year, he was averaging like 17 to 18 fantasy points, had a few 20s. Like the boy is nasty. He was shocking them all through camps last year. You know, shout out to my cousin Els. I'm mad he got him in AOB because he ain't gonna trade him, so it's a wrap. He got him starting. Emmanuel Sanders is gonna be nice this year. Watch, mark my words, bro. Guaranteed. Jacksonville versus Washington, over under 44. This your boy Etienne, man. Go ahead, talk your shit, man.
Definitely, bro. You know, he playing with his motherfucking quarterback, bro, in college that he done, got the ring on there with. There you go. Right
watch
there.
It. There you go.
Lurk it.
Lurk it.
Oh,
you see that EG, man.
Hey, fuck it. Hey, bro. But yeah, though, man. Hey, yeah, definitely give me ETN. Give me motherfucking if I got Kirk, I'm firing up Kirk because I think Kirk is gonna be that boy over there. That's for sure. On the Washington side, the real T Mac McLaurin, he gonna do his motherfucking thing. Fuck, bro. I'm lightweight shookative of Gibson, just based on where before Brian Robinson had his injury, it wasn't looking like Gibson was that guy, and you still got fucking McKissick over there. So McKissick could bite into what Gibson brings to the table and fuck his snap share off, bro. 100%, especially if Gibson is not being efficient on the ground, bro. Right, for real.
Gibson over under.
Right,
I say under because if he get over 3 or 4, he might
he's
be cut.
Good, huh?
They might cut him.
Yeah, I'm kind of shitting on Gibson, bro. On my mom, and I was one of the Gibson guys last year, bro. I traded for Gibson at the end of the year to try and make a playoff run, and it didn't go well.
He'll be all right till what's the name come back. It'll be all right till Brian Robinson come back after getting blasted. Word is that he put the hit out on Brian Robinson when they said he was there and they're gonna start. They said he sent the goons, man. It cost 3,000 and 2 zips allowed.
Wow.
They trying to go get
That's
him.
That's going right out here right now, huh?
Shout out to he did it for 2 zips allowed, man. Like that.
That's the going rate.
Like that.
All right.
Nah, man. Look, Etienne. I think his value is definitely gonna be in that catching out the backfield. I mean, he's familiar with Lawrence, but this is the NFL, bro. I'm ready to see it. We had a couple trades and talks. I couldn't give up Sutton for Etienne. I understand you drafted him in the 3rd round or 4th round, wherever it was, but I just wasn't willing to part ways. I think Etienne is. I love the talent. I want to see it. I am worried. About how he tries to get outside too much, and that's why I think they will use James Robinson as he gets a little better because they need somebody between the tackles and a running back like Etienne that wants to dance outside. I think that might limit limit when they can play him. He might not be on a lot of third, and I mean, he might not be on a lot of early downs. He might just be kind of that guy. And then Lawrence is always looking downfield. I'm not saying he's not going to check down, but I don't know. I'm interested to see. I definitely think Etienne could be like a solid, like if I was starting him, I know for sure he going to give me like 12 to 13 with a possibility of like an 18 to 20 off some big plays. But on some like, would I rather have him on a receiver? I'd rather have some receivers that can probably get 20 and 25s, honestly, personally.
No, I feel it. You know,
like Bateman.
Yeah, like Bateman. I hear you. The more more games of him having 25, and the more games of having having 10 and 12 is going to be on the side of him having more 10 to 12 games and him having more to 20 to 25 games.
You know what I'm more excited about this game than anything is the receivers on both ends. Terry McLaurin, he don't like to be called that. Terry McLaurin and Jahan Dotson. I want to see what they do. Curtis Samuel back. I want to see what they do with Wentz. I mean, Wentz ain't the best player, but as far as deep ball accuracy, he's better than the quarterbacks that they have had. That's for sure.
Yeah, I feel you.
Terry and Jahan, I'm excited, and I'm very excited about seeing Christian Kirk play over there.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Dotson and Kirk is who I want to see because I think we didn't seen McLaurin's floor or his ceiling. I don't think it gets no higher for him. Motherfuckers is just waiting on that and waiting on it and waiting on it. I don't see it booming like that, especially with this motherfucker that they got at the helm now.
Let's go to the revenge game. Baker Mayfield. He gonna have 3 touchdowns and 3 interceptions.
With 200 yards.
They gonna be flinging it though.
They gonna be, man, fuck that. Give me a whole lot of Nick Chubb and C-Mac 5-5. You know, only 2 motherfuckers I'm targeting in this game, bro.
DJ Moore.
Fuck no.
You fucking with Cleveland?
DJ Moore is Terry McLaurin to me, bro. 1,100 yards and 5 TDs, bro. I passed on them dudes, bro. I don't need that.
We'll see. Cleveland, I mean, I'm interested. It's Brissett throwing the ball. I mean, this is an under. Give me this is what's tricky about Vegas too. Is 41.5. It's probably going to be a 42-point game. So let me take the over. Actually, I changed that. I'm gonna go over on this one. Yeah. But what I'm gonna say is I'm interested to see the rookie David Bell and if he can make some noise.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that. Nah, for the most intriguing shit to me is the Baker situation on offense. Because with Brissett over there and them already being a run-first team, we already know what they going to do. And with the loss of Jarvis and, OBJ gone already, prior to the year, Amari, we look at Amari, he boom or bust. He'll get you to 20, but then he'll get you to 2. You know what I mean? So for me, the fantasy production on the outside, it really ain't going to be there. I think it's going to be a whole lot of motherfucking Chubb and fucking Hunt. Shay was just asking about Hunt, I think it was, on my moment.
I'm not.
And a lot of Njoku, you know what I mean? I don't think that a Bell or a Cooper going to hit for 16, 17. I can't see that bullshit.
Yeah, let's get into a more exciting game. Let's go Colts and Houston. That was a joke. Hey, everybody drafted Dameon Pierce high. I mean, this is a blowout. Indy. Missed the playoffs because of Wentz at the end of the year. They got to be hungry. Bring in Matt Ryan. Give me him. I'm interested. My most intriguing in this game is I want to see Michael Pittman play, and I want to see one of my dark horses with Mo Alley Cox. Matt Ryan historically has used the tight ends a little bit, so I want to see that. I want to see the rookie Alec Pierce on the Houston side. I want to see the running back Pierce. I want to see why people drafted him where they did. I want to see if Davis Mills can take a step in the right direction, for them not even bringing nobody else in. They clearly believe in him. So this is going to be an interesting game, but this is going to be a game where you're going to see a lot of Jonathan Taylor. And what I am also interested, I'm interested to see how they're going to use Nyheim Hines, especially with a player like Matt Ryan there. Is he going to be involved more as, being moved out as a wide receiver? I think they need to get tricky. We know that Justin Taylor can do what he do on the ground, but let's add some more shit that people got to worry about. You know what I'm saying? So That's where I'm
Well,
at
I
with
don't think they do it this game. They gonna get up early. They gonna try and hurry up and get back up north. You know what I mean, and get home to be 1-0 in the division. So get up 21. A whole lot of Hines, a whole lot of Taylor mixed in with a few little passes to keep them on their toes. But they gonna get up out of there with that W.
it.
I ain't
40-10.
you know, Pierce, I might be scared of Pierce, but a lot of these motherfuckers, just like how they took Zeke, you had to choose. I think Zeke, Pierce, Connor. No, Pierce was going a little bit after them, but you know what I mean. Connor, I love to fire up Connor this week, but Pierce and Zeke, even though you drafted them high, man, I am shookative of them just based on the situations that or the matchups they are in this week, bro. And fucking Cooks, I'm firing Cooks up because they gonna be down. Davis Mills show he can get the ball, and Nico is one of my dark horses this year for sure.
I
I
like
like
Nico
what I see out of
Collins.
Nico
I
for
grabbed
sure.
him late. Nico
I think
Collins. A lot of the receivers take 2-3 years to get going. That's
Yeah,
just
I
how
think
it
Nico
is.
could be a 10 TD motherfucker, bro. Especially, I know it's gonna be hard for them to get out into the red zone consistently. But if
I can
they
see
can get
that.
into the red zone, that 6'4" frame, bro. I seen it in the preseason, even though it was preseason. Nico know how to go get it in the red zone,
Nico
bro.
Collins is somebody you should go get before the game start this week for sure. Let's jump into the Giants and the Tennessee. We're moving along here. Giants and Tennessee over under 43.5. I'm most intrigued to see Barkley with a better offensive line. New regime over there. Offense. I'm also interested to see Kadarius Toney finally healthy on the Giants side. The most intrigued I am on Tennessee side. We know what Henry's going to do. I want to see those receivers. I want to see Treylon Burks and Robert Woods. And I think Treylon Burks is a person that you guys, if you are into trading before the season starts, go buy him now. It's the same. I'm not calling him Jamar Chase, but it's the same type of shit we heard all last preseason going into the league, which made Jamar Chase slip. Oh, he can't hold on to the ball. Oh, he's been out of football for this long. All we've heard from Titans camp is he's having trouble with his conditioning. He's having trouble in this. He's having trouble. We haven't seen him. But guess what? He fits to the profile of what they used to do with AJ Brown. So they're going to force him to show them that he's worth where they picked him. Give me Treylon Burks. I want to see what he's going to do this week.
I ain't mad at that, bro. I can't wait to see Barkley and Henry, bro. I got a lot of shares invested in both of them young brothers, and they both are capable of 2K seasons. I hope it's go time for both of them young brothers. So I hope this is one of the games. We play at 10 o'clock, so this is a 10 o'clock game. So this ain't gonna be on unless I find one of them streaming sites I could throw on one of the computers or something and watch this shit.
Do they mix Willis in Tennessee? Is this
that motherfucker Willis was looking great, bro. I hope they do,
Tannehill's
bro.
Tannehill's on the hot seat.
Man, I hope they do.
He's on the hot seat. Green Bay versus Minnesota over under 48. Hey, I'm taking Minnesota this game.
Hey, I like what Shay said right there, especially if they're up. I can see Hines getting whole drives to himself in the fourth quarter, especially if they up big. That way you preserve, huh?
You want the value to go up, of course.
No. But I mean, I see what he's saying though. Especially if they up big. You know what I mean? You keeping Jonathan Taylor fresh. He had like 360 touches last year. You know what I mean? You don't want to keep getting, but you like to run running backs into the ground and don't pay him. So, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm taking Minnesota. I can't wait to see the new offense that wants to pass more. They're gonna run a lot of 3 wide receiver sets like they run, a lot of Osborne, a lot of Thielen, a lot of Justin Jefferson, and I look to see Dalvin Cook getting a lot of catches. Definitely look to see Dalvin Cook. This is gonna be an interesting game. And again, what everyone wants to see is, are they going to use Dylan the same way they did last year? Or are they going to use Aaron Jones more in the pass? And what receivers are going to step up in Green Bay? This is going to be a good one right there. That's definitely going to be one of the ones to watch. We don't have to talk about who to start in that game because pretty much all the stars in there,
everybody.
You're starting. Let's go KC versus AZ.
Spencer, what's up, my nigga?
We talked about Hollywood, you know what I'm saying, having a crazy ceiling play. You know what I'm saying? What receivers is KC going to use? Is it going to be Juju? We know it's Kelsey. Is it going to be young Sky Moore? Is it going to be McCall finally, Hardman finally doing something? You know what I'm saying? We got a lot to figure out.
Yeah. Nah, definitely. I as a sleep DFS play block. I love fucking MVS, bro. I think MVS with the changes that fucking Arizona has a little bit on defense, bro. Give me motherfucking MVS to get behind him maybe once or twice, bro, and have maybe 80, 90 yards in the tut, bro, for sure.
Yeah, nah,
I love MVS this game. I swear to you. And then Connor too, though. And see the way that the Thursday night game showed me about how fucking Buffalo played, and it's gonna be a mixture of running backs. It's gonna be like that in Kansas City, bro. And you're gonna have to stay away from them motherfuckers. It's gonna be a ring around the rosies, musical chairs, duck, duck, goose, all this shit that you played as a kid, and it was just going around and around and around. You ain't gonna know who to throw in at one time. Stay away from the running back situation in Kansas City, bro. Unless somebody get hurt, bro. 100%. So the receiving options in Kansas City definitely, but other than that, fuck no.
Dubes. Nah, I'm not fucking with nobody on Kansas City except Mahomes and Kelsey. That's it. I wouldn't start anybody but Mahomes and Kelsey.
Week 1 plunder.
I don't even like CEH because, like you said, we don't know. On the AZ side, the receivers, Hollywood is your best bet. You know, they still Rondale Moore gonna get some handoffs. Load up Connor. You know you playing.
I think he out this week.
Rondale. It's not really much to talk about when it comes to AZ, except to me, Kyler and Connor. I'm not confident starting AJ Green. I'm confident starting Hollywood Brown for sure. They brought him in. But even that, the timing ain't even all the way down with them. I know that really don't matter, but it's, you know, they haven't got too much going on. So we'll see. Las Vegas Raiders in LA versus the Chargers. 52 points. Give me the over. Derek Carr's breakout game. The Chargers defense is pretty damn good. Carr about to go stupid. 3 touchdowns.
What tandem you got? Mike Williams and Keenan Allen to have a better game, or Darren Waller and Devontae Adams that have a better game?
Well, see, it's hard for me to say because you can't leave Renfro out. So I got something against me that's Renfro is going to take away from a Waller. It could be Adams and Renfro or Adams and Waller. If you say that, then yeah, I'll take the Raider side of it for sure.
Yeah.
Mike Williams, you know, we'll see. We know what Herbert going to do. He going to let that thing fly. Eckler's, we know all of that shit. I mean, you're starting everybody on both sides, whether it's Renfro, Waller, some people starting Carr. This is gonna be a good game. And really, there's really nothing to talk about. All these players on both teams are must starts. Yeah, honestly.
Definitely.
That's it. Over under, I'll say over.
Yeah, there's nobody that you're definitely not sitting in this shit, bro.
You're playing Oh, wait, I will say this. Sleeper tight end Everett this year, y'all. Everett. Go get Everett if you got a shaky tight end. Go grab him now before he go off. Tampa Bay versus Dallas, over under 50. I'm going to tell you who my favorite player to see in this game is. Tony Pollard. They say they're about to use him. They say they're about to use him as a wide receiver too. They're going to line him out on the outside a lot. Think about it. It makes sense why they would do that. Have him and Zeke on the field, or even if he's not, have him start off in the backfield, motion out to a wide receiver. They lost Amari Cooper. Gallup is coming back. All they got is a rookie Tolbert, Schultz, and CeeDee Lamb with an offensive line that's not even that good. You got to get tricky over there. Tony Pollard about to have a nice year. Mark my words. He might finish real close to Zeke, and y'all going to be sick.
Fuck no. Tony Pollard ain't going to get this. He ain't going to be on the field enough to try and match Zeke's production. They forcing Zeke the ball. They ain't going to. Hey, but this week, Pollard does have a chance to outperform me because we're going to see Zeke doing what he did last year. It's going to be nothing but pass protection because Shaq Barrett, I don't know if JPP's still there in Tampa, but, you know, they got a whole bunch of young bulls over there. They went and got Akeem Hicks from Chicago. You know what I mean? They went and got Keanu Neal. You know, they wouldn't load it up, bro. The Bucks, you know, if Tampa is ready to go, Dallas, you are in for a fucking rude awakening, Jerry World, on Sunday night, bro.
I think everybody who grabbed CeeDee Lamb in the second round is going to be sick this year.
100%. CeeDee Lamb didn't even make my top 12, doggy. And I
got him in the top 12 for sure.
I
got him up there, but I think second round, it's going to be a lot of players.
CeeDee ain't that boy, bro. If he can outproduced.
I got him in top 6.
Did you?
I got him in number 5. I think he is gonna have a great year, but I think people who grabbed him in the second round gonna be sick because of the players they could have got. I didn't like CD because of where he was going, but I like CD for what he got coming.
Yeah, no, he was completely off my board, bro.
Hey, let's talk about my favorite game, my favorite revenge narrative. Russ cooking Seattle. We got all the comments they talk
feel you,
about.
Spencer, on my mouth.
They got all the comments talk about if CD don't do it this year. I feel it. Because the Cowboys ain't never gonna do it. Shout out to Spencer, man. Hey, look, let's get that trade done in the SBI too, Spence, man. Come on, let's make it happen. Look, Denver. Russ said Russ versus Denver in Seattle. You know the NFL set this game up like that. Russ about to go cook them boys, bruh. Sutton 140, and I ain't being biased. Sutton gonna have 140 and a touchdown. You got Judy gonna get you a strong 80 points and 80 yards and a touchdown. You gonna have young Javonte Williams might catch one. Everything is gonna be less show Rush. We appreciate him even more than that 200 whatever million. What they gave him? How much money they gave him? 245 million.
150 guaranteed.
150 guaranteed. Come on, bro. It's the Rush show, bro. That's all they've been saying is Seattle held them back. They finna light them boys up, man. Denver, man. Russ Wilson, load it up.
And give me Javonte. Give me the 2 running backs in Denver, too, because Seattle last year gave up 10 games of 100 yards plus and 2 more of 90 yards plus. So that's damn near 80% of the season, 75% of the season that they didn't gave up 100-yard rusher. So that run game is definitely going to eat in Seattle. So definitely lock both of them boys in. Javonte, lock him in as a RB2, and then you might be able to lock Melvin Gordon in as a fucking flex play, bro.
I'm going to keep it real. If you got to start Melvin this early, you sick, and it's probably a deep league. But I'll say this.
Yeah, in a 14-team league, you definitely could play him.
Hey, Sutton, this is a bold prediction, and I'm a little biased, but it's really a shot at Seattle.
That Russ and Sutton stack is nasty, bro.
Hey, listen.
I got it in the super flex league, bro.
Is going to outscore Lockett and DK combined.
No, that's not going to happen.
This week, bold prediction.
Fuck no.
This week, I guarantee it. Hey, I'm interested to see how Penny gonna get through this game. You know what I'm saying? I'm interested to see Penny with the workload.
Well, shit, by default, he getting it. My boy, why it's not coming to me right now? He not playing this week. The running back. Ken Walker the third. I don't think he playing this week. So all you got is Homer and DJ Dallas.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how Albert Okiwanga, the tight end in Denver gonna do. I'm interested to just see this Denver offense as a whole. KJ Hamler, you know what I'm saying? Is he gonna be the Tyler Lockett type player for Russ? Hey, this gonna be one of them games, man. Monday Night Football, Russ chewing his old team up is gonna be a very nice way to end the season. But look, y'all, man.
Start the season.
Start the season. Hey, man, it's here, y'all. Week 1. Week 1 is here.
Right, bro.
Heart2Start podcast. We told y'all we're gonna give it to y'all coming back this year, man. We giving it to you. You know, we figuring it out because we love this shit. This shit is fantasy is life over here. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the whole life, but you know that's how we rocking. You know, we appreciate everybody in the chat, in the comments the whole time. It's a real active show, man. Shout out to everybody who checked us out, man. Y'all go in the morning. JD, you going on Hustler and Bogart in the morning?
Shit, I don't know if they got.
I don't know what they got doing. Go check out the GMM tomorrow, man. They usually do the shows in the morning. It's motherfucking fantasy football time, y'all. It's here. Yeah. We already have one game in the books. You know, go follow us on that IG, baby. You know what I'm saying? And man, look, we gonna keep it rocking, man. Shout out to Shay if it was your first time fucking with us, man. You know what I mean? Drew Lock. He probably will, but I don't know, man. Russ gonna light them boys up, man. It's gonna be the coldest winter ever, man. Shout out to Assistant Soldier. It ain't even winter yet. But nah, man, look, for anybody who was new though, you know, we dropped the intro at the beginning. It's just some clips of some trips we took with the fantasy football, our live draft every year. You know, like I said, man, it's gonna be an interesting show.
They do got a show tomorrow.
Bogart, they do got a show. Go on YouTube right now, GMM Network. They gonna do their Sunday morning starting 6, man. And look, again, we appreciate y'all. And I just say,
much love, brody.
Hey, it's here and on the way out. Like I said, anybody who just tuned in for the first time, this is our intro. I'll play it for the outro, and y'all can see how we do some of our trips. Heart2Start Fantasy Podcast. We out.
Saying no. Niggas know how I'm bumming, nigga. Yeah. Fuck what a nigga say, I feel like Dre. Man, the game is thick. Suckers wanna play and load my K until that bitch click. Big stick, hanging out the bottom of my 4-5. No lie, if I whip it out, somebody gon' die. Only time you hard is on the gram when you go live. Flexing with a tube but never blam, I'ma blow mine. Won't show mine until it's go time. Nah, you can't hold mine. Yeah, I got the whole mine, I'm on the goal line. And I'm going for 6, watch me up the score. Caught him at the stove, he was with his hoe. Had to let him know, that's your ass, you don't get it past. You reap what you sow. Why you speaking low? Speak up, boy, you been a hoe. Boy, you been a bitch, get off dick, tryna steal my drip. Look up in the air, you see me, I'm fly as bird shit. Never on no nerd shit, why you on that lame shit? You don't want no smoke, you get smoke with who you hang with. You know what I'm saying? Lame ass niggas talking about they on some gang shit. Nigga, you was a bitch, nigga. Matter of fact, nigga, you was a hoe. Nah, you ain't no hoe, cause hoes get dope. Man, that pussy ass a cat.
We fucking live, my niggas.
Tell him free to